Hello, welcome back guys. This is KP and you would notice that today's presentation is a bit different. We're not going to talk about GP here. Today, I'm going to teach you how to choose the right university degree for you. I've titled this presentation, Some Degrees Are Useless, What Universities Won't Tell You About. That's right. Some degrees are indeed useless, as you can tell from my presentation later. A lot of you have gotten back your results, and this is the time when you are trying to decide what kind of degrees, what kind of career path you're going to go into. I know there's a lot to think about. I can empathize with that because I've been through that myself as well. And to be frank, I don't think I made very good decisions back then. So I'm hoping that I can help you guys out by giving you some pointers, some guidelines on how to choose a degree. And let's jump into it, okay? Anyway, before I begin, I must emphasize that this presentation is for those who are on the fence about, should I choose this degree, should I choose that, or you have no idea what you're going to choose. If you already have decided on something, you're very passionate about something, just go ahead and choose that. This presentation is not so relevant for you. Okay, first let's go through some of the myths regarding choosing a degree. I've gotten this list, these 3 things in here from a book. Okay? It's a very nice read by Aaron Clary. It is called, let me pull that out for you. It's called Worthless. Okay, Worthless, the indispensable guide to choosing the right major. Okay, I only read this book maybe 2 years ago, kind of too late. I graduated in like 2012. I chose my degree in 2008. This is a very, I would say, informative book. It actually breaks down the different degrees, the different courses, especially the more common ones that most of you will encounter in universities in Singapore or overseas. Okay, I highly recommend it. If you haven't gotten it, you can just go and check it out yourself. I'm not selling it here, so just heads up for you guys. Okay, and a few things that I thought was pretty useful from the book was this few myths that the author talked about. First, it's not all about money. Some of you go into you go about choosing a degree and then you think, no, it's not about the money, okay, it's about passion and all these other things. Now let me tell you straight up, it is about the money. It is always about the money. You're going to invest 4 years of your life, 3 to 4 years of your life, okay, of your youthful life, your productive lifespan, into studying something. That's a huge investment, and you're going to spend a lot of money on this. So it is about the money. You want to make sure whatever returns you get from the degree is worth it. So this is not a way for you to pursue your passion. I repeat, like, a degree shouldn't be a vehicle for you to pursue your passion. There are many ways for you to further your passion. You can go read books, you can go join interest groups. Choosing a degree based on your passion is just not the way to do it, unless, of course, your family is pretty well to do. It does not matter what kind of degree or career you go into. Okay, number 2, employers value critical thinking and communication skills. This is a huge myth. Some people tell me, I want to go for this degree because it teaches critical thinking skills. Nope, you don't need a degree to teach you critical thinking skills. You don't need a degree to teach you analytical skills. No, you need a degree to teach you specialist skills. Critical thinking and communication are skills that we already have. You just gotta brush up on it. Okay, as you grow older, as you mature, as you enter the workforce, you naturally become better at these things. You can even join like other courses, workshops. You do not need 4 years to learn critical thinking. The third thing is the bachelor's degree is just to get in the door. I had this, should I say, misconception in the past. Okay, you just get a degree, you're gonna get a job. Okay, it doesn't matter what kind of degrees that you're choosing. No, a lot of employers, they care about your degree, what kind of degrees you're choosing. They may not care so much about the grades, but they do care about the major you're in, especially for jobs that are more high paying. I'll go through them in a little bit later. Now, it is not right to think that because you're in Singapore, everything is taken care of. Okay, or even if you are overseas in some other countries, okay, as long as I have a degree, someone is gonna throw me a job. The world just does not work that way. Okay, I am also throwing in a few myths that I have. Okay, rather I had when I was younger, perhaps. Number 1, you must attend university. No. Okay. Many of you are thinking, oh, should I go to NTU or NUS or SMU and all these other universities? As if those are the only choices you have. No, you can choose not to go to university. At least not for now. You can choose to take a year off to go and work for someone, and then decide what kind of jobs you want to do, and then go to pursue that. Okay, it's totally fine. You may be a little bit behind your friends, but trust me, in a matter of like maybe 5-10 years of working, none of this will matter. Okay, that lack of like 1 year, 2 or 3 years, okay, it doesn't really matter that much. You don't always have to attend universities. Secondly, you can also opt for other kinds of degrees or professional diploma. Okay, if you are very into, say, marketing, selling things, okay, there are a lot of professional diplomas out there that you can take to do marketing if that's what you want to go for. You don't always have to go to a university to learn marketing. And as a lot of employers will tell you, experience is worth more than your degree. They will rather hire someone with no degree but a lot of experience, can do their jobs well, than someone who has a degree but can't do shit. Okay, passion is important. Yes, passion is important. If you want to choose a career, perhaps that's important. If you want to choose a degree, I highly doubt so. You choose a degree because you want to get jobs in future, right? That's why you are going through this entire 4 years of ordeal. Okay, it's not easy studying for 4 years. A lot of time spent, a lot of money spent on that, like I mentioned earlier. Okay, but when you go out to work, your employer will never ask you this question: are you passionate about this job that I'm going to give you? No. They care about what you can bring to the table. They don't care about what passion you have. So no, passion is not important. Even if you hate like something, or rather, I wouldn't say hate, but you have no passion in, say, engineering, but you went ahead and studied engineering, and you go out to an engineering company, they're not going to ask you, hey, wait, before I recruit you, I must ask you this last question: are you passionate about engineering? Never happens. I'm not good at X. This is one of the limiting beliefs that many of you have. I'm not good at X, therefore I should not study mathematics. I'm not good at this, I can't code, therefore I shouldn't go into computer engineering or computer science. Absolutely nonsense. If you're like me at my age, say 17, 18, my age, like when I was your age, 17, 18, 19, even 20, okay, you're not good at anything. So don't rule out some degrees, okay, just because you think you're not good at it, because you haven't even touched it, you haven't even gone through the necessary education. Now, this is the reason why you're going to a university, right? To be good at something. If you're not good at that, that doesn't mean you can't enter you can't choose that major, okay? So from now on, get rid of this sort of mentality, okay? Choose based on other principles, not your current proficiency capabilities. Last one, I'm a girl, so I shouldn't choose, I don't know, engineering, physics. Some people have that mentality: because I'm a girl, this is not suited for me. No. If anything, if you're a girl hoping to enter, say, computer engineering, I will highly recommend you enter that, because you become like a unicorn there. You become like one of the few girls that an employer must hire. If a company has a certain gender quota, let's say an IT company, they already have so many men in there, they want some women to join the team, you are at an advantage. So you shouldn't let gender decide as well what kind of courses you want to choose. And I believe this is also something that Aaron Clary covered in his book over here. So again, if you haven't read this book, I highly recommend it. Go and read it. Next, I'm going to share with you some guidelines on choosing a major, and then I'll give you some tools on how to make better decisions, to fine-tune your decisions, okay? My general guidelines, this is, like I say, general. It's not a hard and fast rule. You can go and refine it. It really depends on your circumstances, the grades that you're getting and all. First, STEM subjects over humanities. Humanities graduates, they tend not to earn as much as science, IT, engineering graduates, okay? So that's pretty straightforward. Difficult degrees over easy ones. Some degrees, okay, you hear it, it sounds difficult, you ask people, they do confirm that it is difficult to study that degree. Those are the degrees that you want to pay your, I don't know, $20,000 over dollars for, okay? Those are the degrees, because the more difficult a degree is, the fewer people are incentivized, have the motivation to go and study that. So the difficulty itself is kind of like a filtering device already. Next, be a specialist rather than a generalist. I'll give you some examples of a generalist degree. Okay, maybe liberal arts, very general. As a liberal arts graduate, you can take on a lot of jobs, general jobs that don't exactly require liberal arts degrees, for example. Now, those are also the jobs that anyone can do. If you have a specialist degree, you can do the job of a generalist degree holder. No problem. So if you want to stand out, if you want to have the competitive advantage over your peers, right? You want to be a specialist, not a generalist. Okay. Some generalist jobs I can give you. They don't even require degrees. Okay, because it's general. Anyone can do it. Perhaps, okay, not to put down any profession. A property agent is a generalist job. You don't need a specific degree to do that. Now, having said that, you also don't need to have a degree to do that. That is the reason why when you are choosing a degree, you should try to choose a specialist degree, not a general one, because anyone can do the job, okay, even people without degree. You're competing with a much larger pool of people. Minor in whatever, PKP, should I minor in this, should I minor in that? Not important. The minor is useless, okay? Major is useful. Okay, double degree, useful. It opens up doors for you. Minor, no employer. If I'm an employer, I want to hire whatever economist, okay? I'm gonna hire someone with a major in economics rather than a minor, okay? And the person with a minor, maybe his major is in mathematics or whatever, in engineering. I'm not even gonna care about that, okay? I'm just gonna look at the guy who has a major in economics. So minor, not important. Okay, now that I've given you some general guidelines, right? Okay. I'm going to show you some of the tools that you should use. Now, this is the part where you have to put in the work. Choosing a degree is not just, you just sit there and think, oh, okay, should I do this, should I do that? No. You have to do the work, you have to do the research, okay? There are a few areas you can look into. First, if you're in Singapore, this is perfect for you. All the universities publish this graduate employment survey. You can go and check it up. It actually highlights, it actually like lists down the different degrees, what is the starting salary, what is the employment rate and all that. This is to help you make better decisions. They don't do it for fun, okay? So you go and use those tools. Let me see if I can pull this out for you. Graduate employment survey, maybe NTU, okay? I went to NTU, let's have a look at that. I believe this is the latest one, okay? Oh, that's 2018, okay, not too far off. So you can see employment rate over here, okay? Oh, 85% employment rate. I wonder what degree it is. Oh, well, surprise. 80% employment rate. Okay. So, this is a red flag for you. Okay. If the employment rate is like 80%, that means 1 in 5 is not gonna get a job within 6 months of graduating. I believe this is 6 months, this employment rate. Okay, then you can look at the salary, the monthly salary. The starting salary is important, okay? Some people will tell you things like, oh, the starting salary is not important. You gotta grow over time. That is only true in some instances. Your starting salary actually has a very large, it strongly correlates with your future salary. So choose a job that has a strong starting salary. So you can see, okay, don't go for the mean, go for the median, okay? Because the greater the variability of the data points, the greater the difference will be between the mean and the median. Okay, you want to be looking at the mean, the median, not the mean. Okay, not available. What is this? Okay, I don't know what this is, but go and have a look at this while you are deciding between maybe one over the other. I believe by now you have maybe 3 to 4 that you're looking at, or you could be clueless, and then this will give you some ideas, right? Okay, just look at the one that pays the most and then see if your grades make the mark. Okay, so much for that. Look at that. And the next one is to analyze the employment market. Now, you don't have to, oh, I want to talk to an architect to see, how well it pays. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do any of that. You can actually just go on to JobStreet, okay? And then key in whatever jobs, whatever degree that you're going to be studying, okay? And they will actually tell you how many jobs there are, okay? So I use this as an example, okay? This is a NTU degree. Not sure if NUS has it. Applied physics. Okay, let's say you are, oh, I really like physics. I don't like all these other humanities subjects. Good for you. You qualify for the STEM. I mean, you probably are more towards the STEM side of things, right? Now, then you're thinking, applied physics, why not? You go into this. 52 jobs, applied physics, okay, 52 jobs as of today. And most of these jobs, okay, 52 is a low number, by the way. Most of these jobs are what? Research. Now, all these jobs like NTU or A-star, they're not very relevant to you because they usually require you to have an advanced degree or even a PhD, okay? Just, for example, whatever, research fellow, condensed matter, okay? So, yeah, PhD in physics, see? You need a PhD to do that. So all these, not for you when you graduate. I'm not sure what this is, but do have a look. This one has minimum degree in IT, computer science. Oh, see, IT, computer science. Those of you who know me would know that I always advocate going for computer science, computer engineering, all the IT, data science, artificial intelligence, anything to do with computers, go for it. That's the future, okay? The market is not saturated. Some people tell you, oh, there's so many graduates. No, it is not. I can give you some examples. Data science. If you are into artificial intelligence, machine learning, data science, okay, they're about the same. I just key in data science over here. Look at the amount of jobs that I get, 3,000. And how many did we get in applied physics? 50. There you have it. Okay, so you can decide for yourself over here. The numbers are very clear for you, okay? And you should also do a little bit of like qualitative analysis, okay? Click into it, look at some of these jobs. Oh, 3,006, 5,000, sounds good. But do you qualify for it? What kind of skills they need? What kind of degrees they need? Okay, good to have all these things, okay? Okay, what kind of degrees do they look for? Okay, I'm pretty sure it requires, degree in computer science, computer engineering. See, there you have it. Okay, so this is just one more for you. Say, I'm into geography, KP, I really love geography. I took H3 geography. Should I take geography as my degree? I'm really passionate about it. Okay, don't ask me. Ask the data that's available. Okay, you go to JobStreet, JobsDB, key in geography. How many jobs are there? Oh, guess what? 48 jobs. Most of it research-based, okay, or teaching. Or if you're taking subjects in, say, music or geography, basically subjects you can learn in school, this is one way for you. This is one career path for you. If you don't like teaching, then maybe this is not for you. Yeah, geography may not be so relevant for you. A teacher, humanities teacher, okay. Yeah, so there you have it. That's not enough, right? Some of your degrees are quite niche. You said, oh, okay, KP, I want to go into like maybe sports science. I really like to play sports science. So 55 jobs, not a lot of jobs out there. Okay, you can have a look at this list over here. But if you should also compare it with the cohort size, right? Supply and demand. Here is the demand, but what is the supply of sports science graduates? So this is what NTU has. It publishes the graduate cohort population by their major. So if I just do a sports science over here, okay, 145 is quite a relatively small cohort over here. Oh, sorry, that's for male. 297. Sports science and management, 297 total. Sports science and management. So can you imagine 300 people fighting for 55 jobs? Okay, and that's just the jobs that are with these keywords, right? Some of these jobs require you to have certain level of experience, some other certificates that you may not have as a fresh graduate. So, yep. Generally, I would always recommend STEM. Okay, but even for engineering, not all engineering is the same. Okay, don't think that, okay, STEM, the word E for engineering, oh, it's in there, I'm gonna go for engineering. Not all engineering is useful. I can tell you outright, environmental engineering is not very useful. Materials engineering, not super useful. Okay, as far as I remember, a lot of graduates from materials, environmental engineering, they didn't do so well in the employment market after they graduated. A lot of them had to do something else. That just goes to show that the degree is not that relevant to the job market out there. And there you have it. Those are the tools that I hope you can use to do further research on what kind of degrees you should look into, right? If you have any questions, you're free to go and Google, look at other websites, talk to the professors, right? Ask them, do they have a good idea what kind of jobs are available out there? If they give you jobs like, if you graduate, you probably can go into like research, that's a red flag, okay? If you take a degree, okay, and then you need to so that you can take another degree, like a master's degree, so that you can go into like PhD, to go into like research, that's a red flag for employment. That means that degree is not very useful in the private market, in corporations or even in government sector. It's only for you to further your studying. Okay, you're gonna study like non-stop. Okay, I'm not saying anything bad about like people who are into research or people who want to pursue a PhD. Totally fine with me. But bear in mind, a lot of you are not gonna take a degree because you want to go into research. Okay, that's only for a very small minority of people. Okay, and if you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. This is KP from First Class, and we hope to see you again. And that's all from me. Bye bye.